All right, welcome back, everyone. We are back live at the 39th annual VNEA World Championships, fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. We're at the Ballys Hotel and Casino, right in the heart of the Strip. And we got a treat here, you guys. We got a Calgary team, the Machine. We got Russ Whittle on the right. We got Paul Richens on the left. Looks like these are the first two racks. It's points format, 25 games. If you guys aren't familiar, 10 points for a win, 1 point for every ball in a loss. All right, just trying to get these tablets loaded up so we can follow along with all your comments. If you guys are still having some problems with Facebook, you can switch over to our YouTube channel and watch it there. It seems to be seamless on the YouTube. Just give me 1 second here, guys. All right, looks like we got all the comments loaded up. James, Neil, Terry, welcome. Deborah, Francis. German team is on. Looks like table 5 and 6, which is TV Mike Stream. So you can head on over to his channel and watch. And it looks like the first game was won 10-0 by Breaking Bad. Or Breaking Worse, I should say.
Sugar. Yeah, me too. Yeah, makes a big difference. I have one. You can use mine. I need to go upstairs and boil some water. I don't have water, but I can boil some. That's delicious. I think fall on the first day.
So I'll mark in that score there. Sorry guys, just getting everything set up, and then I'll give you guys the play-by-play here. It was indeed a 10-0 over there. Paul broke dry. Rick Stanley ran out. And I didn't see what happened on the other table. I think that was a 10-0 as well. So I think it is 20-0 for Breaking Worse. Let's see if Mikey can get them on the board here on the right. Oh no, another dry break.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right.
It's not good news at this caliber. Your breaks are make or break sometimes, most times.
Oh, this Texas team is very, very strong. We got Paul Guernsey at the table here. He went deep in the 9-ball.
He got
I believe he got second.
second?
Yeah. Milo Dean.
Oh, Spencer says Paul ran out.
Yeah, Paul on the other team, I believe.
Oh, Paul Guernsey.
Yeah. No, not Paul. I believe there's 2 Pauls on this team. But it was the player on the Texas team that ran out.
Maybe I'll just run over and do a quick check.
Yeah, we'll do a check after the round or something like that.
Sorry, guys, we're scrambling a little bit. Something on our screen was a little funny, so we weren't paying very close attention to the
Spencer
first game.
says Richens ran out.
Yeah, I'm going to go over there and take a quick look. I'll be right back. That's what Marcia said, too.
Well, possibly we have the score wrong. I was trying to get these tablets set up, so I didn't manage to see what happened. But it looks like, yeah, Paulie ran out. Jill, I did okay. All the results are on CompuSport, though, so I won't bore you with those. But if you're curious, you can take a look. So I'm just going to mark this as 10-10. Steph's going around to do a score check, so we'll find out. Make sure we got an accurate score for you guys. And yes, this would be 4 of 25 now. Thank you. I think I can focus on this match now. I think we got everything set up. We're good to go. So hopefully I can focus on this. Got some comments on the YouTube here saying welcome back. Richard says, how was lunch? It was great. JB wants to know, how's it going? It's going great. Day 6 of the VNEA Championships in Las Vegas. Let me tell you, I'm counting down the days till I get to go home. And Steph did, in fact, go do a score check. It is 10-10. So it's nice and close early. A run out each to start it off. We got Mikey Robinson at the table here on the right. And we got Mark Smith on the left. And Mike's got a bit of a tough look here with where the 1-4 is. So he was hoping to get angle right there. Shoot at the 6 in the side, send the cue ball between the 8-9 and try to break that out. Oh, and Smitty with a beautifully played shot. For all of you out there, we do call Mark Smith Smitty, if you're curious about that. So he can shoot the 6 in the side and float underneath the 8 ball, shoot the 8 up table, or he can just draw over to the right side of the 8 and shoot the 8 in the top left, which looks like that's what he's doing here. Wants it to slow down, and it does. This will be a 3rd consecutive out. Darla, machine is from Calgary.
Darla, I'm so disappointed. This is one of the all-time Master Calgary teams, won so many championships. I'll forgive you this once.
Yeah, they're pretty well known around our parts. Famous, in fact, in the pool world.
Calgary. So this is a few of the original members. This team has been together forever.
They picked up Mike Robinson this year, which was a fantastic pickup for them.
Yeah.
He's one of the best players in Calgary.
Gary Kirkland, Lloyd Anderson, Mark Smith, Paul Richens, Russ Whittle. Usually they have Dan Leung, but Dan Leung's on hiatus this year. Taking a break.
Dean, lots of us are still in. Team event just started today, so all the brackets are on CompuSport, guys. You can check them out there. Would have been amazing if CSL covered the UBL finals in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Well, maybe next year, Dave, you got to let them know. CSL's where it's at.
Put in a good word for us. We
That's
like to travel.
That's all you know, hey, Darla? Nothing about Pay Pompey. I'm going to screenshot that and send it to him. He forgot one key ingredient to our team there. Pay Pompey.
Thank you, James, for the CompuSport link. Yeah, like Ben mentioned, all the brackets, all the information that you want to know is on CompuSport, so you can visit compusport.ca on their website, or you can download the app. They have a free app that you can download for your iPhone or your Android tablets. You want to go to T for tournaments and then find the VNEA 2019 World Pool Championships. It's a purple poster with the black 8-ball on it. From there, you can either put in an individual's name or a team name. Just go to the division or the brackets. Payouts are going to be listed there, times, schedules, it's all there.
Dave, yeah, it was $100,000 to win. I won't go into detail on my opinion of the UBL. I'm not a huge fan of that handicap, but I won't get into it right now.
It's tough.
Did Ryan make this trip? He did, but then he had to fly home. He's having some stomach issues. He is feeling better, though. Tony says, how can there be 5 games played when it's 20-10? Tony, this is a points format. And so this is the 4th and the 5th game being played right now.
So that's where we have in the yellow on the right, guys, the 5 out of 25. So this would be 4 and 5 games out of 25. And it looks like Facebook is still acting up on us. So side note, guys, if you're having a problem with your Facebook, it seems to be a system-wide data outage that Facebook is experiencing. If that is happening to you and you can't keep the stream up, just flip over to YouTube. We have a great stream going there. We stream simultaneous to YouTube, and we're following along with the chat there as well. Much more stable stream.
Great out by Mike there. Really nice work. He'll be happy to start off his campaign with Team Machine with a nice little out there.
Very good.
Yeah, it's sort of, now it'll be 6 of 25. Not played, but started, underway.
Yes.
So this would be game 5 and 6.
5 and 6
And
out of
so
25 games.
The way the scoring works, Michael Glass, is you get 10 points for a win, and you get 1 point for every ball in a loss. So you can win 10-0, or you can win 10-7, or anywhere in between.
Yeah. 1 point for every object ball down. 3 points for the 8. So the max you can win with is 10, and then a point for every object ball down. I much prefer this scoring system versus the wins and losses. I think that this rewards you for the big wins. So if you run out ERO, the other team only has 1 ball down, you actually get rewarded for those big wins versus a win of 10-7 or 10-1, and there's not a difference. It's just a win. And I think that it adds a level of excitement at the end, because more times than not, you're going into that last few games with just a difference of, 4 or 5 balls. It gets really tight. Extra level of pressure. Super exciting.
What's up, Lou Williams? Thank you.
Great for spectators, too.
And thank you, Roy Butler, for that nice comment. I'd like to think Steph and I do a pretty bang-up job.
Thank you, Roy. We try. We are not professional commentators. We're no Jim Witch, but
What? I'm a professional commentator. You speak for yourself there. Yeah, makes sense, Tony. I saw where you were going with that. Well, we got it. We're just trying out this 6 of 25 here. See if that makes sense for you guys a little better than just having it say 25 over there. And what's up, Gary Spence, tuning in on the YouTube chat. We got a barn burner of a match here. These are two of the best teams in the tournament, drew each other first round.
there's going to be lots of great pool to watch. We just started the 8-ball teams today. This is going to go through until probably late Saturday afternoon, and then we shut her down. It is banquet and pack it up to go home time. So we're on day 6 of 10. Started on Thursday with the Scotch doubles tournament. 9-ball singles on Thursday, 8-ball singles Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And then 8-ball teams just started today. So lots of great pool still to watch. Make sure you have your notifications set on so that you get notified every time we go live. Who knows when you'll be watching your favorite team, people you know, friends and family.
Lloyd's in good shape here to try to clean this up, but he needs to play one really good shape shot here.
Get on this one ball.
Needs to be relatively straight in so he can roll through and play the 6 on the right-hand side after he plays the 1.
He's got good angle on this 5 here. I have faith.
Yeah, a little right-hand siding here. He's got to get close to frozen on that left side rail.
Uh-oh, too heavy, too heavy.
He's well overhit it. He's going to be kicking at this ball now off the bottom rail.
Yeah, unfortunately, he does not have enough rail to go rail first, I don't think.
And yes, Sheepdog, 2 teams on 2 tables. That is correct. That's the format here. Yeah, match starts with 3 table runs. Welcome to the Masters team division, all. These guys do nothing but run racks.
Yeah, if you guys want to be watching great pool, you guys want to be watching this Masters division. This is the World Championships. We've got teams, the best of the best from Germany, Bahamas, Bermuda, Australia, Spain. Lots of Canadian American teams, of course. But you could be all over the world in a single day. Thank you, Gary Hauk. Watching from my hospital bed, says Danny O'Brien. We wish you well, Danny.
Where'd you see Gary Hoke? Oh, there he is. Thank you, Gary.
Gary Hauk giving us props. It's my favorite Gary.
Gary, the Edmonton team is playing on table 3 and 4. I'm not sure if the feed is free over there on TV Mike's thing, but I know there's some free trials going on, so you might be able to catch Carlos and the Top Shots boys over there.
Yeah,
They're
in tough too.
They got a really tough draw, possibly the second toughest draw of the tournament. They're playing
Dick's
last
picks.
year's finalists,
Yeah.
semi-finalists. Dick's Pick got second place last year. They're a tough team.
Thanks for rooting, Darla.
Well, ball in hand for Texas on the left. That'll help try to get this a little closer, but I think Paul Richens on the right will be out here. That'll put them up another 5 points. No, I looked at that shot, Gary. I was thinking that too, off the point on the side pocket to kick the one in. That might have been a shot. Tough shot, mind you.
Well, Grant will appreciate that, but sitting beside me right now, I know everybody gets you guys mixed up. It is Ben Francis, our very own master. Ben Francis sitting beside me right now. Grant's actually in a match, so he's a little MIA right now.
Yeah, Darla was just saying on the Facebook chat how our voices sound similar, and even she gets it mixed up. You know, when my mom mixed it up one day, that it's similar,
is that
right?
right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
I was sick though,
Oh,
so I sounded a little congested. Maybe that's how Grant sounds. I don't know.
I, well, I mean, obviously I can tell your voices apart a little bit more easy, but an easy one for me is the content. Like, Grant is much more animated than
Of
you are.
course, way more.
Yeah.
Way more. I'm sort of more aloof, as they would say. Zen.
A goof? What did
A
you say?
goof. Oh, this is a great shot by Paulie here. He didn't make it, but he's played a really good cue ball and hasn't left too many options for his opponent here to play a return.
So what do you do here, Ben, if this is you, high ball on the right?
I go off the 10 and I make the 5. And I use the 15 for cover.
Oh. You're not going for it. You're not cutting a ball.
I don't think I would, but
He's looking at the cut.
it's tough to tell from over here. His perspective would be a little different. That cut might be very makeable, but I think it's a tough one, and shape's not guaranteed. The problem with going off the 10 and making the 5 is a lot of these players at this level, they jump so well.
True.
So you can't get a tight safe, and there's a good chance they'll jump it in. So you hate to give them a free shot, but
So we like to give you guys some options, like what would Efren do, kind of a deal. But Ben's right. I think at this caliber, you just don't want your opponent to get back to the table. So a lot of the times at this division, you're just gonna go balls to the wall and just go for it.
yeah. Yeah, I like to give options on both sides. Definitely cutting this 15 in the bottom right is most likely the shot he's going to play, because he doesn't want to give a free shot. Yeah, he's going to play the cut. Cue ball's going to rub the 10, and we'll see what happens.
He's looking for a bit of a lucky rub here. You don't want to be stuck behind that 5. You don't want the 10 to roll behind the 5. You still want to have a shot at this 10 ball. So,
He's overcut it.
uh-oh.
Look at this, though.
Oh,
Oh, if that hung out behind it,
that almost got very lucky.
that would have been interesting.
That would have been very fortunate.
And all his teammates got a grin on their face, too. They were thinking the same thing.
Hey, Tam. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Just a heads up, Facebook has been a little funny this week. I know that we've got over 100 viewers on Facebook. So just FYI, if you have any problems with Facebook, we are streaming simultaneously over to YouTube and following along with the chat there. Facebook has worldwide data outages, so it keeps crashing, and it's just been a headache all week. So we would appreciate it, guys, if you shared that YouTube link to your Facebook page, your pool groups. Let's get the viewers up for these guys. They deserve it. They've worked hard to get this good. And this is possibly some of the best pool you're going to be watching for this event.
Absolutely.
This division is deadly.
Unless you guys happen to catch Danny Olson playing in the singles, because, wow, he put on a clinic in the 8-ball.
It's pretty good.
Or Francis in the 9-ball. Francis had a couple of fortunate rolls to get through that.
Yeah.
All right.
That is a win for Breaking Worse. 10-5 win.
All right. Looks like we got time for an ad or two in between racks here. We got Bob Danielson Custom Cues, guys. Go check him out online, bdcuesandcomics.com. And we've got the Sure Shot Billiards Q site. Go to sureshotbilliardsite.com. Save 10% with the CSL promo code CSL Pool, all caps. And we have the viewer advantage number 7. The draw date on that poster is wrong. We haven't corrected that yet, but we will. Will be drawn tomorrow night. Jacoby Black T3 jump brake cue, JB case, SS360 shaft, or $620 Canadian cash.
I don't know how many more choices the viewers would want. That's everything they could possibly need.
Yeah, that's a sweet little option there. Thanks for sharing, Deborah.
Just need to check the score.
Pretty good break on the right. Let's see if Paul Guernsey can come with a big break on the left.
Paul's been playing great this tournament.
Oh, Paul's a fantastic player. I was really impressed with his stamina.
Yeah, he was playing till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, he played like from 9 a.m. until midnight and played just as good at midnight as he did at like noon. It was super impressive.
Stamina is important at events like this. You don't know how long you're going to be playing for. And this tournament has been running on continuous time. So you may or may not get a break to eat at some point. So it's a big juggle when you're not eating properly or sleeping properly, not hydrated. Luckily, in this convention center, this is all carpeted. Otherwise, it would wreak havoc on these players for sure. The days are super long.
So we got Smitty at the table on the left, and we're going to have Russ Whittle come to the table on the right.
Lord, I don't know who Marvin is.
Marvin the Martian. Oh, I haven't used my Marvin the Martian voice yet this tournament.
Oh.
I told him I was going to surprise you with it once.
Marvin's one of my favorites.
Really? I had Grant almost in tears one day.
My goodness.
It was greatness. I'll bust it out on one of these racks.
Oh, he is talking about that. Okay.
Yeah. That's what he's talking about.
The guys who came up with the extra option ideas get to take all 5 right. Wrong. That is incorrect. You get your choice of one of the 5. Pick your poison.
And Bernie, we are in the finals dome, sometimes referred to as the pit. We're on tables 7 and 8. They got the bleacher set up on one side. I will give you guys a view of that a little later on. So both players for Team Machine at both tables. That's usually a great sign. What's up, Robert? And are we still on rack 7? I feel like we're on rack 8. Is that correct, Steph?
I zoned out. What did you just ask me?
I feel like this is probably 8, right? It's not 7?
Yeah. No, we're probably on 8 because they were both racking at the same time.
I think it's 8. Thanks for sharing, Mike from Okotoks.
And Malone just wants to point out that her husband Tony is not only wearing a glove, but he wore his glasses to see the rack. I feel like he's going to appreciate your comment.
This is Tony at the table on the right. Great guy. I've known Tony for a couple of years.
Super nice guy. So I don't know if Anne would remember, but I was the one with the tripod and the cell phone last year and trying to follow the boys around and live stream their matches for their captain back home who was very ill.
I played Tony last year, and he streamed that match, I
That's
believe.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Tony was originally Tony was kind of like, oh, I don't really want to be on the stream. Then he was very understanding, and what a nice guy. We definitely appreciated it. Our captain actually passed soon after the VNEA event last year, so he definitely appreciated how cooperative everybody was, allowing me to stream those matches.
Well, I know my family loved it too. My mom and my dad and my sister, they love to watch when I'm playing. So
Yeah. It's really nice. The ability to live stream matches while you're away from home is so great for friends and family that are supportive. Just allows them to be a part of your success, you know? Really nice shot by Mark on the left. Left himself a window on that 6 ball.
yeah, can he negotiate shape to the 8? Missing the balls might be a little bit tough.
So how do you shoot this 6 ball here to get shape on that 8?
I
Do you
think
go
I
into
powered.
that?
Yeah, power draw into the 11. Yeah, you have to just make sure the spin follows through the 11 though. You don't want to be shooting the 8 from where the 11 is.
Right.
But if you can just use that force spin where it'll keep spinning through the ball, it should work, but it is a little bit tough from that angle. You see snooker players do it a lot when they go into the pack. It doesn't just hit and stick, it keeps going through the
Right,
balls. But he might be able to go forward and miss it. It's too hard to tell from our angle. Yeah, forward and miss it, and he's got enough of this to cut it in. These guys are running racks. Nice to see.
One thing I have learned from watching this caliber of players is that even though it looks like they're off to a big start off the beginning, the opposing team can catch up on a dime. Like you blink, just a couple of big racks is all you need to catch right up and to make it a new game.
It's crazy how quick it happens.
Yeah. Good out for Smitty there.
Yeah,
That is
great.
a 10-0 win.
Great work by Smitty there. So they're starting to increase the lead a little bit. They're up 28 currently. What's up, Clinton?
Yeah, Lord, I've actually seen quite a few players do that. Just wear their glasses upside down.
Yeah, where the bifocal's upside down. Yeah.
It's very common.
There's a formula that you can Google. There's a formula you take to your optometrist, and it's actually a formula for pool glasses.
Oh, is that right?
It's something with nearsightedness, farsightedness, and there's a way you explain it to them where they'll make you pool glasses.
Wow, good to know.
I wouldn't know the exact formula, so I won't try to quote it, but I'm sure you guys can Google it or something.
Red River says, stupid Facebook class, not long enough just to say hi. Once again, guys, Facebook is experiencing problems, so if it's crashing on you, flip over to YouTube. Share the YouTube link for us. We'd really appreciate it. And who is this at the table there? That's Russ Whittle on the 3-ball. Should have just the right angle to come across for the 8. Like so.
And thank you, Anne, for the nice comment there. Appreciate it. Another 5 points ahead for Machine. So now they're up 33, starting to increase this lead a little bit. So I'll run through a couple more ads in between racks. Mike Burton, home team. These guys will be playing today.
Very accomplished pool players in their own right and the greatest guys.
And Nick's Q Innovation. He is based out of Calgary, but you can ship him your queue. He will do the repairs, adjustments, whatever it is you need done, and he'll ship it back to you.
I call him the Filipino wizard.
This guy is just the best in the business at what he does.
And so caring. Like he guarantees his work. He makes sure that you're happy with his work. Such a great guy. Thank you, Anne. You guys have been great.
Earth-shattering kaboom! There you go. Better?
That just came out of nowhere.
I have a Yoda voice too that's very similar to the Marvin the Martian voice. I had Grant in tears in Red Deer, I'm telling you, it was hilarious. Actually, I think it was at SML playoffs.
It was very unexpected. And you're right, Shannon, is because when you're wearing your glasses properly, you don't see, you're looking over them rather than through them.
Exactly.
So wearing them upside down is very common. However, I could never get used to it. I have to play in my contacts.
I do an awesome Yoda too, yes. Very good, John. So we got Lloyd Anderson on the right coming to the table from a dry break, and it looks like we're going to have Mike Robinson getting to the table on the left with ball in hand off the break.
Scratched off the break.
What's up, Teresa? Red River, we did not play yet. We play at 7 o'clock, about 2 hours. So I think Lloyd's table looks considerably harder than Mike's table. The balls are a little clustered over there.
Yeah, Lloyd's going to have to do something with that 14-10. It looks like behind the 8 ball. Oh, no, behind the 2 ball.
It's behind the 4 ball.
Oh, my goodness.
You were so close, though.
Behind that solid ball.
That solid ball.
Is a straight ball.
He's going to do it right here. He's going to break out both. Watch this.
Oh, he picked the window. That's
he went
crazy.
Right between them. What are the chances?
That's crazy.
Slightly unfortunate there. He was trying to hit the right side of the 4 so that it would break out the 14 as well.
What a window to pick.
And Mike is looking at stripes, but I think I would rather shoot low ball here.
He's got a tough opener. Back cut the 13
Oh,
possibly?
he has ball in hand.
Oh, he's got ball in hand. Okay.
Should make the opener a little easier. Yeah, he likes low ball too, I think. Because the only really tough ball for low ball is the 2. But the 5 and the 7 and the 6 are all nice and close by, so you can develop it easy. Deborah, we are not on the stream tables at 7, unfortunately. We are out in the other room. But there will be a match. I believe the winner of this plays on these same tables at 7. So there will be a great match here at 7. Mikey tried to go into that stuff right away, and he just created another problem, a bigger one.
Okay, but not terrible. So I think that 2 ball goes into the right side now, does it not?
I think so. Yeah, I got a pretty good look. I think he's got to put a little siding to throw it in, but I do think it'll go. This is interesting spot for Mike because I don't believe he's ever played on the machine before.
I don't think so.
And let alone play at this tournament.
Yes.
So there's some nerves for sure happening here.
Yeah.
If he's not nervous, that means he's not breathing. Might need to check his pulse.
Yes.
But he came with a big out in his first game. And I think we're now on 9, possibly 10. But I'll double check in a little bit, make sure we got the scores and the games right. Awesome, and really nice to hear that. Appreciate the nice comment.
This is exactly why we do what we do, and just to let people be a part of, you know, their loved ones who are away playing at a tournament. I know it's frustrating when these guys get to go to a big event and I don't get to go. At least I can watch and listen and kind of feel like I'm kind of there through the stream.
It's the best part about what we do. All right, Mikey's gonna try to drop this 2 in the side. The cue ball's naturally going into the 11. And then he can use the 6 ball possibly to break out the 5. Because he will have to move the 5 now. It doesn't go in any pockets. Or he can use the 7 to move the 5. I don't mind this spot. He's still in good shape here. The 4 ball on the bottom leads him to the 3 nice and easy. He won't worry about that until the last. He's going to try to work out this 5 ball first. Oh, he played it in the corner and almost got the proper rub. He can shoot the 7 now and go into it. He's just got to watch the 6 ball doesn't get tied up.
Yeah, he's got, I was just looking at that. He's got the perfect angle to come off that top rail. Kick that 9-5 from the top just to open it up a little bit. I believe you have to go for it now, because if you wait too long, you're running out of balls on that end of the table to break that up.
Absolutely. He's just looking at when he breaks it out, what does he get shape on? He wants to hit about half of the 9 and try to get shape on the 3 or the 6. Just like this. He's gone a little too far, though.
Is he still okay? 3 ball on the side? No.
He got a little unlucky there. There's a couple options here. He could... I don't think he can see enough to cut the 4, but he could hit the left side of the 4, go 1 rail and try to freeze up on that 13. That might be the shot I play here.
A little defensive shot?
He can see the 6. He can see through to the 6 ball. That's what he's looking at here. He's going to shoot the 6. Try to get shape on the 5 inside. He'll want to be somewhere around there, so he has angle to get down for the 4 or the 3 after the 5.
Just noticing that the numbers on Facebook are going down slightly, so that must mean people are experiencing some Facebook issues. If that is you, just flip over to YouTube. A seamless stream happening over on YouTube, and we are following along with the chat there. We've been having problems with Facebook all week. That is a Facebook issue. Our connection here is perfect. That was a nice shot. Mike goes a little too far again. Just on the wrong side of that 5.
I think he's okay here. I think he has just enough angle to maybe get on this 3 ball.
Or maybe make the 5 and rub off that 11 ball to come down.
We'll see if he jacks up here or if he's going to play the rub. No, he's going to just try to draw this. Avoid the 11 and get shape on the 3 to play the 3 in the bottom left. Needs to be right there. I've always liked the way Mike plays too. He's very calculated. He doesn't really take anything for granted. Goes over, makes sure he's getting around where he wants to get around.
Get there.
And yeah, Mark, these tables, they're not rolling the straightest right now. But they do level them. So if it keeps rolling, then we'll inform someone. They can bring a level in here and try to straighten it out for us. There was one that was bad enough on the other side of the room that they just moved it out and switched it with another table. VNEA makes sure we have good equipment to play on here.
So these 8 tables that were in the dome were actually resurfaced and unplayed on until Thursday morning. They've got brand new championship cloth on them.
Mercury Ultra.
That's right. And they actually didn't even put out any practice balls on these tables. So nobody was allowed to practice in this room until the Scotch doubles started Thursday morning.
So Mikey with the thin cut. He's got to watch going off that right rail off the 13 and scratching. It's going to be very tough to get some sort of shot on the 4 next from here. He's just going to wait for Rick to shoot on the other table so he can go around and take a look. Deborah, you're absolutely right, Deborah. It is the best job ever.
Now, if we can just get it to pay our bills
Yeah.
while we're away from home, that would be amazing. Oh, what a great try.
Overcut it just a little. He was in tough there. That was a
Yeah, he would
tough
have had
spot.
to bank that 4 ball.
Right from the first shot, he tied up that 5, and then it just got tougher every shot. Good shot from Rick there on the right. And shape on this 8 ball is not guaranteed. Does it go in the top left?
I think he's just drawing back, no? Oh,
He went forward to play the 8 in the top right.
very nice shot.
That's a great shot. And that's a 10-3 win for Rick. So they claw a few points back. They're now only down 26, which is really not much at all.
That is 2 big games, and at this caliber, that's like their regular game.
If they ran out 3 tables, they would have a lead.
Yeah.
That happens quick.
Right, Deborah? I feel like, yeah, it is probably one of my favorite jobs. We just need it to pay more now. It's for the time that we're away from home and the investment we put in. It'd be nice if we didn't have to worry about stuff at home, but we do love it.
Well, and that's why we definitely appreciate all your guys' support. Steph has 2 boys at home. I got a boy at home. We spend a lot of time away from them, so need to
That's right.
need to have some kind of light at the end of the tunnel, you know.
That's right. Or a Lotto Max.
I would accept a Lotto Max, but it would be really nice to just win the Mega Millions or the Powerball while we're here. I mean, a couple $100 million would be just fine.
That's right.
So Paul with the scratch on the right, but that is not an easy table there. Lots of congestion on the top left rail.
Feel like there's going to have to be a little bit of crashing on that right table.
Yeah, Tony's going to have to rearrange some balls there.
Well, thank you, Deborah.
Awesome. The kid 757 says, was just scrolling and came across this, just subscribed. His new channel now.
Fantastic, kid.
Share it with your friends. Let them know about it too. Your friends and family, maybe some pool players you know.
Guys, you could really help us out by sharing this YouTube stream. Just share the link to your Facebook, to some of your pool groups. If you also have a couple of free minutes, if you're able to send the VNEA a quick little Facebook message letting them know how much you support our coverage here,
Yeah, that'll go a long way to have us back next year.
Yeah, we are trying to get invited back next year, so that would go a long way in our books if we have the numbers to prove and a few little kind messages from our viewers. We would definitely appreciate.
Joey Jolly says, do I have to move to Canada if I want to be employed by you guys? No, you don't, Joey. But if we called it employed, that would imply that we're paying someone. But
And this is not this. We get paid by nice comments and free meals,
yeah,
discounted rooms.
drinks.
Yeah, that's how we get paid.
We accept adult beverages sometimes as payment. Let's see, I think this is 11, 10 and 11 now, but
David Herrera, thanks for joining us. Hi. Upside down, you can see everything that you want to know on CompuSport. So you can go to compusport.ca, go to T for tournaments, look for the VNEA 2019 World Championships. It's a purple poster with a black 8-ball on it. And from there you can pull up specific players or look at the brackets. All the payouts are there. You can follow along with a player or a team. You'll get notifications as they progress through the tournament. CompuSport also has an app you can download. It's a free app. It's a white computer key with a splash of red and blue on it. Feel free to download that. Oh, scratch for Russ Whittle on the left.
oh, that's 2 in a row. That's back-to-back scratches for the machine.
That might sting slightly.
Although, on the right, Tony is in big trouble.
Good job, Jay. Jay's now got it on his big screen and his phone, so that's how a lot of people do it. They will go onto YouTube, throw the picture up to their TV, their big screen, and then follow along with the chat on their Facebook, just because it's easier to chat on a cell phone.
So Paul Richins with the ball in hand. He's going to look at doing something with that 7 right away, and then he'll have to do something with the 3-10. But I think, you know what I would do here, Steph, is I would combo in the 10 and put the cue ball right back where it was on the previous shot.
Okay.
So I'd put the cue ball on the right rail, close to where it is now, and I'll cut the 3 just a little with some top left English and go in behind those balls.
Oh.
Only because of that.
That is very unfortunate.
A little unlucky there.
Yeah, very unlucky. So Paul makes his breakout and just freezes perfectly to the back of that 7, where I don't think he has a shot. He's just, it looks like the cue ball is just slightly behind the edge of that 7.
It is locked tight to that 7. He's got no real good option here. He might have to kick the 7 in the side. 2 ball might make it a slightly bigger pocket. There's definitely no good safe here.
That's what he's calling. He's calling the right side.
Yeah, that was about all he could do. He's put that right in a good spot, though, because Tony was probably eyeing up the 11-3-10 combo, but now with the 7 in the game, I don't know if that's as good of an option.
JB, the CompuSport app looks like it's a white button with a black computer key on it, and it's got a splash of red and blue in the middle. And it's called CompuSport. COMPU Sport. All the information you'll ever want to know about this tournament is on there. Between the app and the VNEA.com website. All the entry fees are there, payouts, lists, players, divisions.
Gone are the days of searching through the big boards,
Yes.
trying to find when you played again.
Oh my goodness, that was not too long ago.
Seems like just yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, they used to have all these boards just in rows, and you had to walk these rows of paper draw sheets. Just run your finger down the center bracket to see where you were.
It was crazy.
And now you can just punch in your name, and it brings you to your bracket, and it highlights you, so you don't even have to scroll around.
Sends you a notification.
Yep. Hey, you play at 10. Don't sleep in.
So sweet. What does VNEA stand for? I believe Valley National 8-Ball Association.
That is correct.
And thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Do us a favor, Jay. Send a message to VNEA when you get a second and let them know how much you love what we do.
Yeah, we're hoping that we get invited back next year. That would be super sweet.
Oh, we would love to come stream this again.
This is one of my favorite tournaments of the year. VNEA definitely puts on a great show. They've got this tournament worked out like a fine science. It has grown a little bit this year, which is nice to see. Paul Grinzi on the 8-ball on the left here. For a big win, that's a 10-1 win. Very costly when you scratch on the break. Sometimes it costs you. And just like that, we're within a game here.
12 points from 28. Only a couple of games ago, they were up 28.
That's right. These Masters teams can swing it around on a dime.
So I think after this game on the right, I'll go run and check the score and make sure the games are correct. Maybe run to the washroom as well, since I've been drinking way too much water this morning. This afternoon, I guess it is now. Still feels like morning for some reason.
The days are kind of all blending into one. Oh, Paul just tried to play off the 2-ball on the side.
Well, there you go, Keith Yowzer. We definitely remember the Riv. It's lots of fun and the Pepper Mill. Good times.
Nickeltown,
Good.
99-cent shrimp cocktails and footlongs.
Good times.
The La Concha. We've been around that long. I know you're surprised. But we have been around that long.
Oh, you wish we were commentating your boys, the Road Apples, at 7:30. Yeah, unfortunately, Steph and I both have to play at 7.
We do have to play at 7,
So-
and they're not scheduled for this table, I don't believe.
No, the Road Apples aren't scheduled for... Actually, they may be. No, Road Apples are scheduled for table 3 and 4, which is
So they will be on the TV Mike stream.
TV Mike's action.
TV Mike has got tables 1 to 6. CSL's got tables 7 and 8.
Well, we got 7 and 8, plus the ability to stream any other tables in this room. We have this nice PTZ camera that'll zoom around the room. I'll give you guys a quick look of that camera. This is our PTZ.
So nice big row of bleachers along the top there. A couple hundred people can sit and watch the finals. This is a really nice room. Lots of room.
Thin cut for Tony here. I like the way he played that,
Wow, really nice.
but he got a little fortunate there.
Very fortunate. Just got the corner of the horn there.
So this is a big one. This is going to pull this real close now.
They're within a game.
Now it's 3 points only.
Like I said, guys, don't go too far. Do not blink. Because we got a
Alright.
match.
A great one. We knew this one was going to be a good one. So I'll be right back, guys. I'm just going to go check the scores and run to the washroom quick. I'll leave you with Steph.
Hello, Brian Harder. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, Johnny Clark. I used to love Nickeltown. 99-cent footlongs. Used to sit there on that wheel of torture and just sit there and spin all day. Thank you, Deborah, for sharing. Let's get these numbers up, guys. These masters definitely deserve good viewership. The Sahara, Circus, Wet and Wild. Yeah, that was all down on that end of the strip. I unfortunately, always got the rooms paid for at the La Concha, which was next door. But what a party that was. We had our own private little pool. Lots of shenanigans going on at that place. CJ, thanks for tuning in, guys. It looks like we still have 100 viewers on Facebook. Just want to throw that out there, guys. If you have a problem with the Facebook stream crashing on you, it is a Facebook issue. And if you have those problems, flip over to YouTube. We are following along with the comments there as well. Thank you, Kevin Coleman. Share the YouTube stream, guys. We would really appreciate it. Looks like we've got the machine at both these tables now. Mark on the left, Mike on the right. Looking to gain the lead back. I'm good, CJ. How are you? I am a little tired, though. These events tend to get a little exhausting. Between work and play and streaming, all the days are kind of blending into one. Nice little shot by Mike there on the right, just to bump that 10 ball out. Sitting behind that 4 ball. So now it's opened and he can get at it a little bit easier. Mark's going to try drawing on this 9. Not terrible. I think he tried to get on that 12 ball for the bottom right. But he's got some options here. Yeah, Facebook has been terrible over the last week. Ryan did some research on the Facebook issue, and it seems to be a worldwide data outage. And it seems to be going in regions. So the East Coast will be terrible, and then the West Coast will be terrible, north, south, just kind of travels around. It's been giving us a hard time. So YouTube has been super reliable. Pretty great stream from YouTube. The nice thing about YouTube is that it's slightly less lag time, a little bit less delay, and the picture quality is fantastic on YouTube. You know how this goes, and I don't, Tony's definitely not trying on purpose to give you a heart attack, but this is a tight match. We knew it was going to be tight from the beginning. I was actually quite surprised that the machine got such a big lead off the front end, but we got a match now. It's a new game. All right, is anybody else having problems hearing me? I think I've got this thing set up right. We've got these new microphones, so we're trying to get the hang of it here. Is that better? That might be a little bit better. The microphone was slightly twisted. We are here at the VNEA 2019 World Pool Championships, guys, out of Ballys, Las Vegas. The convention center here has got over 200 tables. 100 tables in each of the main rooms, 8 tables in the dome, or what they refer to as the pit. This is where they're going to hold all the finals, a majority of the Masters matches. They've got a set of bleachers set up on the wall there where a couple hundred people can sit and cheer on their teams. Nice little touchy shot by Mike there. He's got the 3 ball in the side. He can just come off that rail, use the 1 ball as a stopper. Or rub it and come on top of that 8 ball. Now it's a little bit of a touchier shot. Not where he wanted to be. I think that he wanted to use that 1 ball to stop the cue ball. Have that 8 ball to the top left. He's got a half a pocket here to cut it. A bank shot, perhaps. Thank you, Keith. Thank you, Jason. We do appreciate that. He tried the bank shot and just got a little wide on it. Yeah, you're right, Tim. Like I was saying earlier, the breaks are so important at this caliber. A dry break or a scratch off the break may cost you the game, and a big game. You're not taking small losses. They're big losses typically. Hans, the machine is from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. This team has been together for decades. The team consists of Gary Kirkland, Lloyd Anderson, Paul Richens, Russ Whittle, Mark Smith, and they typically have Dan Leung, who is taking the year off, but they've picked up Mike Robinson, who is a great pickup. So Rick gets out on that right table. That is going to be a 10-7 win. Tie ball game. Jay on Facebook says, hello from Cincinnati. Couldn't make it out, but thanks for the stream. Absolutely, Jay. Thank you for tuning in. We've had quite a few viewers pop in saying that they should have come. I know it's always a better idea at the time. Oh, I won't go to VNEA. It'll be fine. I'm not going to miss out. And then you don't go, and then you feel like you're missing out. I have been in that boat. We have a Cincinnati team into 3rd round of the winner's side. Is that right? I don't think that they're that far yet, are they? In the Masters division, or is that in one of the other divisions, Jay? Because this is only the 2nd round of the Masters division. Could be a 10-5 win here on the left. It is. So, for the first time, Breaking Worse takes the lead in this match. I believe our scoring is correct. Not sure if the game is correct. We should be on approximately games 14, 15 out of 25. Jay says he thought Francis Crevier, yep, had a team called the Machine too. I don't think so. I think the Machine, like this team, has been together for, I want to say, like probably 15 years or so, with the same players. It actually even could have been more than that, because how this team started was they had Al Greenlee on the team, and the team used to be called the Green Machine. And so originally they were called the Green Machine, and then when Al left the team, they just became the Machine. So I feel like this team has been together for probably close to 20 years. And I believe they've been the only Machine team to date. I don't recall there ever being another Machine. Yeah, I feel like you're right, Ron. Ron says on Facebook that the Machine needs to tighten up their game. They're giving a couple of back doors, and it's these tables have been a little bit tough. They've been breaking tough. They've scratched a couple of times off the break. They've been a little messy. There've been a couple of clusters that needed some help.
Breaking Worse.
They are breaking worse.
They need Lloyd to get out here and stop the bleeding.
And you're right, Jay. He loves the VNEA Las Vegas. Cool to see so many countries represented with some amazing talent, and I think you're absolutely correct. This is one of my favorite tournaments every year. I've been coming for longer than I care to admit. But the VNEA puts on a fantastic event. Very well organized. They put a lot back into the players. They make it fun. It's casual. It's friendly. You get here and it's just kind of, they remember you from previous years. I mean, the president knows you by name. So they definitely make it very welcoming to return.
So Lloyd played the combo, and he got a pretty good look here, because now I think when he plays the 13-12 combo, the 13 will break out the 8. I think.
Both these teams have been breaking pretty fantastic. A couple of them have gotten unlucky off the break with a few scratches. That is a nice shot by Paul Richens there.
That's a really good shot he played there. Wow.
Almost went a little too far. That cue ball put on the brakes just in time.
Well, come see us when you get here, Jen, and we'll see what we feel like drinking that day.
Jen's been excited to get here for all week.
Oh, a little unlucky from Lloyd there, but
Very
he can
unlucky.
He can cut this 14 in and maybe go into the 2. It's going to be really thin on the 14, so I think he'll miss the 8. Go 1 rail into the 2.
Machine's been kind of catching the bad end of the rolls here. I feel like they've gone for a couple of breakouts, frozen to the back of the balls, pushing a ball into a bad spot.
Getting the worst of it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Yowzer46 from Victoria, BC. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Celestino Santos. Says clear view, good to watch.
YouTube has got a great picture, guys.
Yeah, YouTube's running seamless.
Yeah, we have had some trouble with Facebook, so feel free to flip over to YouTube. No problems there. Great shot
Look at
by
this
Paul.
shot.
Wow.
Look at this shot from Paulie when they needed him most. Really good shot. I think he's going to cut the 6 in and possibly go into the 8 ball. Soft. Because I don't think he can avoid the 8.
Can you just pot the 6 with some super inside and just stay on the bottom end of that 8 ball?
It's
Hold it.
possible. It is possible. We'll see how he plays it. Yeah, he tried to super juice it. He's still got a shot here.
That's a super cut.
I think he'll cut this in. The pocket plays really big from this angle. All he has to do is get close.
Yowzer's having problems on Facebook, like I assumed. At some point, Facebook will crash on you. It has been a little bit better today than it's been all week. Typically, like on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I think we were resetting probably 6 times every 10 minutes.
Here we go. Need a big one from Paulie here. Oh, he played the bank.
Oh my goodness.
No way did he slop it in like that. That's all the room it had.
Wow.
What a great shot.
Unbelievable.
Steph avoids the F-bomb.
Ben knows me too well, too well. It was close. It was close.
So Lloyd made a great bank and got a little unlucky that he didn't get any development on that 213. So I think he's going to try to play it safe here. A little tidbit about Lloyd is he plays with a 25-ounce cue.
He does play with a heavy cue.
He plays with a bat.
That's why he's got such great pipes.
I guess, right? Swinging that 25-ounce cue all day. We don't currently have the replay running. And the replay doesn't work so good on the split screen. We usually save the replay for the single screen matches.
Oh my God, Peggy, right?
Who made that bank? That was Paul Richens.
Paul Richens.
OMG.
That was a clincher.
Banked it into half a pocket. Just crazy. Just absolute crazy. I feel like he could have cut that in.
I feel like he could have too, but he decided to just go out with a bang.
Show off. Show off. Yeah, Lloyd's been playing with that 25-ounce for a while.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Wow.
It's about as good as he could do there.
I think he's good. I think he's just behind the edge of that 13.
The problem is it's easy to make contact with the 1.
Yeah.
And just leave him where the 1 ball is. He won't have a shot.
Yeah, he can go rail first. Ideally, if he was just a little bit more behind that 13, that would have been a fantastic safety.
Lloyd just wanted to take a look there and see how much room he's got to work with. Oh, he tickled both horns to get that hit. Unbelievable. That could have went wrong.
Wow.
Who are the known players here? All these players are known
These guys have been masters for a long time.
on both teams.
Yeah.
Texas team is very well known.
Hockey Girl on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. Hello.
Hi, hi, hi.
Hi, hi, hi.
Might as well get a ref to watch this. I think he's going to try to cut it in. This is going to be a tough one for the ref.
Looking for the rake here. Oh, no, the flag.
Well, the ref is unfortunately not sitting high enough on the desk they gave him. So this could take a minute. Oh, they flagged him down.
That's referee Ron Spencer.
This guy's great at what he does.
Ron Spencer's been a referee for a long time.
I was chatting with him yesterday, I believe. And he's really good at what he does. And watch what Lloyd does here. He's not just going to get down and hit this. He's going to take his time, settle in, go over and look, right? Don't let the referee intimidate you or get in your way, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people let the referee get to them, but Lloyd's got plenty of experience in these kind of spots. The brackets you can find on CompuSport. And thank you, El Rodino Van Fan.
Wow.
It's a great shot.
Good hit. Whoa.
Oh, how unlucky is that?
Okay, Lloyd's just not getting any love on this table.
We'll see. We'll see if he kicks this in. He's due for a roll here, so I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's kicking this in off the top rail.
I feel like Lloyd can't believe his luck either. He's just like, I'm making these spectacular shots and just unrewarded.
And Gary and P Money looks a little different on the screen than what it might have looked like at the table. I think that calling a ref there was definitely justified. I'm sure from their angle it looked a little different from ours.
The thing is too, if you could possibly hit the 8 with inside and it looks like it could be a simultaneous hit, and the problem with not having a ref there, it could be a foul. And who is that? Rick? Who's playing this game? I mean, Lloyd's opponent.
Look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to make that, and he got real close. Great effort.
Lloyd's opponent could have asked if it was a foul, and Lloyd could have said no, it was a good hit. Had there not been a ref standing there to call it, it goes in favor of the shooter. We all know that. So it's always sometimes better, especially when they're that close, just to have, just in case, because you don't know the speed.
All these refs do a great job. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of to have the ref come and watch a handful of shots during these kind of matches.
And like I said, he could very well have smashed that 8-13, gone off the 8 first with inside juice, and it could have looked like a good hit when it wasn't. That was a possibility. So now Breaking Worse here has got a pretty open table. Should be tic-tac-toe from here.
Yeah, he can shoot this 2 in the side now if he likes, or he can shoot the 7 and shape it up for the bottom left, which I think is what he'll do. It looks like he's going to take the side shot first, which absolutely works. Now he can shoot the 8 in the same pocket as this ball. And Russ Whittle went to work pretty quick over there. He's coming with the 8 ball for the run out.
So Machine gets some hard luck, hard lines on the right table, but Russ Whittle makes it up on the left.
And so now we would be on game 18-19, I believe. It's always nice when they finish these games at the same time, so we can throw up a few ads on the screen for you guys. Jam Up Apparel. You can check them out online, jamupapparel.com. And Jacoby Custom Cues. Lots of cool stuff on their website, guys. Check them out, jacobycustomcues.com. And we have the CSL Viewer Advantage number 7. The draw date on that poster, guys, is wrong. We will draw that tomorrow night.
$20 per advantage pack on that draw, guys. You can just send that into qsportslive@gmail.com. Or if you're in the US of A, just send us a quick message on Facebook and we will let you know how to get your entry in. With that viewer advantage pack, you get a free entry into our giveaway. You will have your choice of either a JB case, a T3 jumper, brake jump cue, a Jacoby black shaft, an SS360, or just cash it out and take the money and run. So I don't know what more you could ask for. $20 Canadian.
And yeah, I did originally butcher that score, Nicola. Thank you. I added 13 instead of 17. I got it fixed up now. We're good.
Mathing is hard.
Mathing is hard. Rick with the big break. What's he doing here? Is he going to try to cut this ball on the side? Possibly off the 9? Not sure I am a big fan of that because, well, I guess the 13 passes the 5. That's why he played that shot. Played it well, too. He might be able to shoot the 15 right now and roll down to get to the 13. Big break on the left, too. Those 2 big breaks at big moments in this match. Yeah, Rick goes down for the 13. He'll shape the, I believe, the 10 ball next, or he could shoot the 9. I think we'll see him shoot the 10, then the 9. 9 leads him to the 8, nice and easy. Just got to watch that right-hand side pocket here.
I'm not sure from what city they're from in Texas. Maybe Anne is still watching and can answer. Just a viewer here asking from where in Texas this team is from. There's a 10-2 win for Breaking Worse on the right.
It's a great out by Rick there.
These guys are battling it out.
Real close.
No gimmies.
And so this will be their last break of this round.
Jay, you're right. CompuSport is like the tournament Bible. Anything you ever want to know is on there.
Well, there happens to be a Calgary in Texas as well. That would be funny if that's where they were from.
Yes.
They
There it
play
is.
S&M Amusements. And on the team is Doug Winnett, Greg Sandifer, Paul Guernsey, Rick Stanley, and Tony Solsar.
Thank you, P Money. Saying they're from the Dallas area. Sherry says they're from Garland, Texas.
Ah, there you go, Garland. So let's see if we can run out another table on the left there, but this one is quite a bit tougher. He needs to shape that 14 near the middle so he can develop the 15. It's not easy to do from here.
So what do you do here, Ben? Do you just draw back on this 10 off that left rail? Something like that? Oh, just
That might not quite have been the way I would have played it, but
that's a power stroke.
he played it with inside juice to try to go into it. I think I would have tried to shape the 14 to go into it, but he got close to making that work. Nicola, too funny. So I think this will work out just fine. It's just about 6 o'clock. Steph and I have a match in an hour. We'll make sure the stream is up and running for that match before we take off to play. You guys might not get score updates and commentary. Unless Grant happens to be not playing at 7.
Yeah, unsure.
If they win, they don't play until tomorrow morning. So we'll see if Grant's team wins. They're currently in the heat of battle right
I
now.
think that if they lose by chance, they don't play until 9:30. So good chance that Grant will sit in for the next stream. Looks like.
Yeah, you should have Grant there. He's playing in the intermediate 8-ball teams with a team called Sharknado.
Nicola, I still have not received a message from you so that we can discuss your outlook on league play. I'm going to give you the beat down. Drop an elbow on you, straighten you out.
And thanks, Todd. Look at this. This is great out on the left. 10-0.
Wow.
That's going to give them the lead.
This match has been so back and forth.
Crazy. And now we're down to the final 5 games. This is the last round.
Who's at this? Lloyd on the right.
They need Lloyd here big time. He needs to get a roll, get out here.
Yeah.
Table hasn't been doing him any favors.
It's been kind of tough. Lloyd hasn't been getting a whole lot of love from this table. He really battled hard on that last rack. Hard lines, so they say.
Hard lines, yes, indeed. Yeah, it's the best when we bring back the U.S. bucks. It's my favorite kind of bucks.
No doubt.
That didn't sound like a very good break, but he made a ball.
Almost dry break for Paul Richens on the left.
It's always the last one rolling.
Oh, we lost Facebook again.
Yeah, get your facts right first, Nicola. Oh, and believe me, JB, we have to play. That's a requirement in my life. I have to. I can't not play.
So Ann says the Texas team is from all over the Dallas area. Doug is from Oklahoma. Tony lived here in Bells, just north of Dallas.
And Rick's from Aubrey. Oh, they're spread out all over.
Yeah, it's kind of an all over Texas team. Nicola, I have a feeling I know who you are. You can tell me if I'm right when I get home, because I'm going to be in your face.
Tony and his glasses are killing Ann. That's funny. Let's see what Lloyd can do here. He's got to come with a big shot. Got to come with a big one here. think he's got to cut this up into the top right. A little bit of inside juice required to get on the 8-ball. He may end up playing this 8-ball on the side. Yeah, he's going below it. Great shot there from Lloyd. He wanted to play the 8 in the side. He can play this in the bottom left now. And it looks like Paulie's got 1 ball in the 8 to complete his table.
Yes, sir.
This is a good shot. This is good. He can cut this in. It'll be a 10-2 win. Good answer after Rick ran the table previous to this one.
Great 8-ball. 10-2 win for Paul Richens. Sporting one of the shirts that he had no idea how he got last night.
Oh, and Lloyd comes with a big one, too. And this match is over now, you guys. Oh, I thought I saw them shaking hands. They're not shaking hands yet.
No.
Lloyd's was a 10-0. And so now we're on games 22 and 23. And they're up 12 with 4 to play. Still far from over.
Rick gonna crush this break on the left.
Yeah, watch this break, guys. Rick hits the ball super, super hard. Let's full screen this break here. Watch this. Kaboom.
I feel like that wasn't one of his hardest ones, but look at the spread of this thing.
That was right up there with some of his hardest ones. He hits it as hard as anyone in the room for sure.
So Mark Smith just racking it up on the right for the machine.
And part of the reason we play too, JB, is so that we can know what we're talking about. We are avid pool players.
This is how it all started. We were lovers of the game, firstly and foremost. That's why we got into the streaming. It was just like a hobby. It was actually Ryan who started out with the tripod and the cell phone, and I loved it so much. Ryan and I kind of teamed up. And then I got a little busy, and then Grant got into the picture, and then Ben comes along, and now it's this big production with really expensive equipment and traveling around the continent.
Yeah, we're all over the place. A lot of time away from home.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't trade it for the world.
The only thing that makes it better is more money.
Yeah.
To not have to worry about the bills at home would be great. But we are first and foremost players of the game. We definitely want to see it grow. We want to see more tournaments, more money in it. Help the players. Talk about some table patterns, shoulds and should nots. We'll talk about equipment, the mental game, all like that kind of good stuff. So I like how Rick there just put a little bit draw on that 10 ball on the side just to not have to go into that 8. Definitely don't want to move it if you don't have to. It's in a good position. This table has been fairly routine for Rick. Everything was wide open, didn't have to work out any trouble balls.
I've always been a big fan of the way Rick plays too.
He plays fast.
Quick, which is my favorite. This is about as close as it's ever going to get?
This is going to get down to the 25th game, guys.
Oh, and it's going to be exciting. And somebody just asked if Guernsey is in that 25th game. I would imagine he is. He seems like the KG veteran you would put in that spot.
Mm-hmm. And just coming off a couple of big wins, too. He got, he won the 9-ball event. Nope. Did he win the 9-ball event, or did he get second?
He got second in the 9-ball, yeah. Francis won the 9-ball.
That's right. But played fantastic.
He went fairly deep in the 8-ball as well, because I played him a couple rounds before the redraw. He didn't quite make the money, but he went deep in the 8-ball, too.
I feel like Paul would have nerves of steel. Pretty unshakable.
I feel like that's the guy for the job, but it may not even come down to that with Smitty at the table on the right. If he can get out here, that would be 8 more points. They would be up 11 with only 2 to play, so it would depend on the table on the left whether it does come down to a hill game.
Well, see, and this is what Chase says on YouTube, too. Paul has nerves of steel. I didn't even see that. I feel like he would. Thank you, Lee Smith. Lee on Facebook saying it's a fabulous game. It's a barn burner, this one. We knew it was going to be tight. Good commentary. We would appreciate it if you shared the stream for us. Get those numbers up.
And if you guys get a minute, head on over to VNEA's page and let them know how much you loved our coverage here. That'll help us get back here next year to give you guys some more VNEA World Championship coverage.
Bigger and better. Bigger, better, more cameras, more coverage.
All right, let's see if we can break this down. Smitty's going to shoot the 11, then he's going to shoot probably the 9 or the 10. Looks like it's going to be the 9.
Oh, yep.
Ah, he's absolutely
That's
perfect.
Okay. Plan B.
I think that was his plan, was shape the 9. I like where he got there, so he could shoot the 10 next or the 14, and I actually like shooting the 14 next year.
Uh-oh.
I think the
Dry
10
break?
leads to the 8 nice and easy.
Is that a dry break on the left?
Big chance for Mikey to maybe seal the deal here.
Wow.
Oh yeah, Smitty tried to get on the 14. Didn't quite get there. I think he was trying to get on the 14. Regardless, this works nice and easy as well. Just want to be straight on that 14 though. And if he did have to have angle, this is the right angle. He can use that top rail.
Yeah, just come off, come back out to middle table.
A little left-hand siding.
Whoa.
Needs a rub.
Oh
Got
my
one.
goodness. Okay.
A little bit of distance here, but I expect him to spear this in.
Never a preference to be shooting off a rail, but sometimes you just got to take what the table gives you. A little bit of adrenaline possibly for Mark right here. He knows it's coming down to the crunch.
Yeah, he gave that one the adrenaline stroke.
Yeah.
That's why he ran too far. So a 10-2. 147's a nice, good pool number. So up 11 points with only 2 games to play. So we are now on game 24 on the left, and we'll have game 25 on the right. But a lot of times in these situations, they'll wait to play the 25th game, but I don't think Lloyd is going to. But Mike's got a great chance to finish it off over there on the left.
This is really great experience for Mike.
This is incredible experience for Mike.
The machine is from our hometown, so we're very familiar with these guys and their game. Mike is not part of this original team, but Mike plays great. And the only thing that he's lacking is the experience and the pressure.
In these kind of big spots, in these big team events,
Yeah.
I mean, Mike's got lots of experience, but it's a matter of, you know, playing with a team of machines
Caliber.
caliber And just trying to get those matches under his belt will make him a better player.
Absolutely.
But he's earned his way here for sure. He's always been a great player, but he's gotten better over the years for sure. And a great guy too. He deserves these kind of opportunities.
For sure.
He's put a lot of work into his game since I've known him. Well, if Lloyd can come with a big break here and make a ball, it's all but over. They only need 10 balls between 2 games in order to seal this deal.
Assuming our math is right.
Assuming our math is right on the score.
I think Polly's giving us the nod of approval. That is a great break by Lloyd.
Yeah, he's made a couple balls. This is all but over. That was a great time to come with a big break there from Lloyd. So how many balls does Mike have here? He's got 3 so far. He can guarantee he's getting 1 more here at least. I'll give him 4. That'll mean Lloyd needs 5 balls. Sorry, 6 to seal it, but good chance Mike just gets out here and the balls lay pretty nice for him.
So if this is Lloyd the 25th game, you think?
Lloyd is the 25th
Okay.
game, correct. Mike is the 24th game. Look at this rub. It's not a bad rub. And so, indeed, down to ball count now. They got 4. They've got 5, 6 balls. They need 4 more balls. That is Mike Robinson, Jester. You got it.
The Mike Robinson. We'll have to think of a nickname for Mike.
It's got to be like the Robot or something. Robot Robinson, no? Something like that.
Mike's in good position here. Just maybe roll up an inch. Maybe you'll have that 13 to the top right. Or just play off the rail. That works too. Has a really good angle just to roll up for this 8 in the top left.
Big shot here, but I think they've already won. I think that's it. They got 10 balls. They got 6 on the left and they got 4 on the right. I think it's already over. But they'll finish off that game on the left before they shake hands, I believe.
JB's got a question for you here on YouTube, Ben. For anyone that might not know, can you tell us what the 147 means in pool?
Oh, there you go. It's a perfect game of snooker.
Snooker?
It's when you run red, black, and all the colors. Great shot by Mike there. He'll make this 8, and this is over. I don't think Lloyd will bother shooting another ball. Yeah, well, Jester, he is still an open division player.
Yeah, I think that
This is pretty good, too, that he gets to finish that match off.
that's a great for confidence going into the next one. Mike has never played with this caliber of a team before.
Oh, we have a big upset just happened, guys.
No.
Edmonton team took out Dick's Pick in the first round.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Congrats to the Top Shots boys.
Okay.
Well deserved.
And I'm not cheering because I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. But Dick's Picks is so experienced, and they're like one of the favorites to win this division. The Alberta boys, this is their first year in this
Masters,
division.
yeah.
They just won the intermediate last year. they've been, personally know these guys, and they've been really grinding all year to play better so that they can be competitive in this division. So I'm just really proud of them. They apparently, from what we heard, they were up a good chunk of balls, like 40 balls, and then ended up at a 10-ball deficit. So now they've clawed it back, and I think it's always great for the underdog. They are definitely an underdog because Dick's Picks is the team to beat. Like as we were saying, they had a tough draw, possibly one of the worst draws to start off with.
So I think what we'll do here, guys, is we'll shut it down and we'll restart it before the 7 o'clock match. I'm going to run up to my room, get into my team shirt, get ready to go. So thank you all for tuning in. If you haven't already, click the like button on Facebook. Go to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Click the subscribe button. That way you get notified every time we go live. So I'll leave you guys with an ad or two here and a commercial, and then I'll shut it down and restart it. We got JB cases, guys. Contact us for details on how to get your hands on one of those. And we got the thumper jump break cue, guys. Message the page to find out how you can get your hands on one of those as well. So with that, I will leave you guys with a quick commercial here. And we'll be back in about 40 minutes for the next match. So thanks, everyone. See you all soon.
The question is do we ever step back and look at what we've done and wonder why we're here, kind of pinch ourselves and my answer to that is yeah, every day pretty much. I mean, I look at her, we talk about that all the time, like we can't believe we're here. We truly feel lucky, I mean, if anybody asked me what's the secret to this business, to us in this business, beyond the quality of the product, it's the relationships that we forge with our customers, with the people who enable us to be here. It's the people who come back and buy 2 or 3 or 4 cases, and the people who bring their friends. They trust us enough to vouch for us for their friends. And that is just amazing to us. We look around and we're like, how lucky can we be?
At JB Cases, we care about your cues by putting layers of padded protection around them and then build as much case as you want around that protection. Visit us at jbcases.com and design your case today.